Welcome to Donnie Boone. On Wednesday, October 14th, 2020, the New York Post wrote an article called Biden's Secret Emails. And these secret emails were about how Hunter Biden had been taken to the Ukraine by Vice President Joe Biden on Air Force Two, and then he brokered a deal where he got paid a ton of money for a no-show job as an energy consultant. But these emails on his laptop that were found at a repair shop in Maryland revealed that the deal was made ahead of time and not closed until they arrived, and he was already getting a paycheck because in the emails he points out that it'll look bad. It will look suspicious if he doesn't get paid until the big guy shows up. But who's the big guy? The one running the deal. The $1 billion going to the Ukrainians. So this is really, this is, of all things being described as a bombshell, this is the bombshell. And it should cause the Biden family to be in court and defending themselves. Dear Hunter, thank you for inviting me to DC and giving an opportunity to meet your father and spent some time together. It's really an honor and pleasure, wrote top Burisma executive Vladimir Pozharsky in the April 17th, 2015 email. And Joe Biden claims he didn't have anything to do with Hunter. He didn't know anything about this, and this obviously puts the lie to that and says that he's not being honest. So far from having no involvement with Burisma, Joe Biden met with one of the company's most senior operatives at his son's behest while serving as vice president. And these emails have been authenticated. It really couldn't be anybody but Hunter Biden's laptop that was left behind his Mac laptop. So there's not much question about the emails. Less than 8 months after meeting, Joe flew to Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, in December 2015 and strong-armed the Ukrainian government into firing its top prosecutor, Viktor Shokin, who was investigating Burisma for alleged corruption. Yes, this absolutely did happen. It's on video, and they're about to discuss that next. We know about Joe Biden's role in ousting Shokin because he boasted about it in a 2018 speech at the Council on Foreign Relations. There, he disclosed that he had threatened to withhold $1 billion in loan guarantees for the Ukraine unless Shokin was sacked. And this is on video, and he he put it out there. This ought to be given as evidence in his trial. I looked at them and said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor is not fired, you're not getting the money. Well, son of a bee, he got fired, Joe asserted. The bombshell email discovered on Hunter Biden's abandoned laptop computer calls into question Joe Biden's honesty and every denial he has made about his son's controversial business dealings in countries where his father wielded power. It raises questions about why Hunter, with no experience in energy policy or Ukrainian affairs, but with a history of serious and chronic drug abuse, would have been paid so handsomely by an energy firm for the 5 years he served on its board. And not to mention the fact that when Daddy left the White House, I assume his deal ended because he no longer had sway with Big Daddy, with the big guy. On May 12, 2014, just a few weeks after Hunter joined Burisma's board, Pozharsky wrote to him, "We urgently need your advice on how you could use your influence to convey a message, signal, etc. to stop what we consider to be politically motivated actions against Burisma. In other words, we're paying you all this money. We expect you to come through. You need to start showing us that you can do what we're paying you to do. It is a joke for Biden to dismiss reasonable concerns about the perception of a conflict of interest. It damages America's international reputation and calls into question his own judgment. American voters deserve to know. I think that the FBI ought to be investigating this. They have a policy where they don't get involved during a presidential election, unless you're, of course, President Trump or candidate Trump, and then they'll spy on you and tap your phone and do everything they can to keep you from getting elected. And then when you do get elected, they will propagate a lie created by the opposing party to try to get you kicked out of office, to get you thrown out, and then that's okay. But they'll refuse to do anything to Biden until after the election, and then hopefully Biden will lose. President Trump will win re-election, and then Mr. Biden will be in the courtroom with his family and all those FBI malcontents who deserve to be there as well. So you're not getting any of this information through the media unless you watch Fox News. And thankfully, Fox News is the #1 news program in America. More people watch the Cartoon Network than watch CNN. And the ones that do watch CNN are usually waiting for an airplane during a connecting flight, the layover. And so hopefully a lot of people will see this, that content creators like me will make videos like this and get it out there, get the information out there, because it's the truth. It's what's really going on. And this Soviet-style blocking of the media and trying to keep the people from finding out what's really going on will end, and people will understand what's going on, what's happening. So I hope you like and you share and subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.